Today, I'm bound to discuss about 3 steps of writing process, which is very important in managerial communications. It is important because when we analyze in a case where when there is case analysis, it is very useful. On the basis of it, we have to analyze the case also. And sometimes concept based question is asked in the board also. So it is important because it will be one of the theory to analyze the case later on the one hand. On the other hand, it is important because concept based question is asked in the board also. So let's discuss about 3 steps of writing process. Here we learn various factors we have to consider, we have to focus on while writing business message. Business message is thoughtfully written, brother and sister. It is not the cup of tea which is just taken and finished. Lots of processes, lots of steps have to be thought while writing it. Basically tentatively, generally, there are 3 process of writing. There are 3 steps of writing process: planning, writing, and completing. Okay. First of all, you plan it, then you write it, and you complete it. Remember, first of all, memorize these 3 points: planning, writing, and completing. Planning, writing, and completing. Remember, when we plan business message, there are lots of factors we have to think of, we have to consider. Okay, under planning business message, we analyze the situations, we gather informations, we select the right medium, organize the message. Under planning, remember these 4 points: analyze the situations, gather information, selecting the medium, and organize the message. When you are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, under planning, planning of your business writing, business message, 4 points are important, 4 factors are important, 4 sub steps are important. Okay, this analyze the situation, situation analysis, gathering informations, selecting medium, and organize the message. You memorize right now these 4 points. You see, there are 3 steps of writing process: planning, writing, and completing. Under planning, there are sub points also. They are analyzing the situations, gathering the informations, selecting the medium, organize them message. Now let's discuss about these various factors detailedly. Okay, yes, which are quite useful in our writing. Analyze the situations. When you analyze the situations, brother and sister, you define your purpose. Okay, you define your purpose. Why you are writing. You have to be very clear. What is your purpose? What is your purpose of writing this business message is very important. Think of it when you analyze the situations. Basically there are 2 purposes. Okay, general purpose and specific purpose. Of course, general purpose is to inform, to persuade, to collaborate, and so on. Okay, to share information and so on. Okay, they are general purpose. Specific purpose is there also. That is, you want your audience do specific actions. What is this action? Think of it. When you analyze the situations, you think of general purpose and specific purpose. Remember, under analyze, situations analysis, you define your purpose. You become clear about your purpose first. Okay, why you are writing, what is your specific and general purpose, what I said, just said. Okay, then develop your audience profile. You see, audience profile, you have, you are familiar with Facebook profile. When you see others Facebook profile, what do you find there? What do you find in your Facebook profile? Yes, where are you from, what is your age, okay, what is your culture, what is your background, and so on. Okay, similarly, just before we start writing, under planning, we have to develop our audience profile. Brother and sister, this planning is pre-writing activities of business message. Okay, yes, we develop our audience profile. We imagine possible readers, their backgrounds, their educations, their academic level, okay, their culture, okay, and so on. We imagine our possible readers. Audience means readers here. And we think how my audience will be, where they might be from, okay, what is their academic background. You think, you imagine these issues. Remember, you develop your audience profile. Now you see, under situation analysis, you remember two main points: define your purpose and develop your audience profile. Okay, how you define your purpose and how you develop your audience profile. Yes, you have understood. Gather information now. Yes, you are writing about some issue. Yes, you are writing about topic. Yes, you are not writing without topic, without issue. You cannot write in vacuum. Yes, you have a topic, you have an issue, and now gather information, collect informations related with issue, topic. Determine when you gather information related, associated with your topic, you think of the needs of your audience, what they need, what they require. Okay, yes, if you do not think about the need of your audience, then they won't read your message. Remember, so determine the audience need. What are the needs of audience? Actually what they need from my message. Think of it. Obtain the informations that satisfy those needs. Then you collect the informations, you obtain, you keep the informations that you think your informations might satisfy your audience. First, under gathering informations, you determine audience need and obtain informations. You collect informations. How do you collect informations? Yes, of course, you conduct research, you read various journals. Okay, you keep journal writing, you do brainstorming. They are the ways to gather information. Remember, now selecting the right medium. After gathering informations associated with your topic, now your task is to select the medium. Selecting the effective medium. Remember, in your communication environment, there exists lots of various types of medium. You select appropriate, you choose appropriate medium for communications: oral, electronic, written, and so on. Under written also there are various categories: email, okay, memo, okay, let's say instant message, letter, and so on. Okay, yes, what is the medium that you think most suitable to your topic. You select the right medium. Now, yes, you come to organize the message. Now you organize the message. You organize. You give pattern. You create structure. Okay, structure of your informations. Up to now you have informations in jumbled form, in disordered form. Okay, on the informations are not ordered. Now you organize them. Define your main idea first. You limit your scope. You select the right or direct or indirect approach. Outline the content. Organize. Under organizations of your message, you think of four main points, major points. They are: define your main idea. Among the various informations you have collected, which one you think the most important is the main idea. Okay, which one you think the pertinent to deliver to the audience first is the main idea. Then you limit your scope. You limit your scope. Remember this limiting scope is related with the range of informations you have collected. Okay, whether the informations you have collected is related, relevant or not. Okay, you imagine the possible length of your message. Okay, you think of the detailed explanations of your message. You think about them. Now here one very important issue is select the right, direct or indirect approach. Okay, according to the nature of your message, if it is bad message, if it is negative message, if it is persuasive message, you take indirect approach. Okay, if the message you are delivering is less likely to make your audience unhappy, you think your audience will easily accept it, you use direct approach. There are two type of approach. We will discuss about it in a detailed form in unit 2 also. Now outline your content. You outline your content. You make a list of topics and subtopics. Okay, outline your content. In the first yes, you write in one chapter you write you see introductions 1.1 under introductions feminism in this way. Okay, are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is my sound clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see, planning, under planning there are 5 factors, 5 steps, sub steps we have to think of while writing, while planning our message. Okay, remember this is pre-writing activities once again. Okay, I would like to share it. Here you just collect informations. You just determine propose you imagine your possible audience. You after collecting informations, you give tentative rough structure, organizations of the informations and so on. Okay, now come to writing message. Writing message, this is the second step of writing business message. After we have planned, after we have done various sensitive steps, we have completed lots of process of informations gathering, identifying audience, possible audience and so on. We come to writing message. We put the message on our paper. your real writing start from here. Okay, this planning is pre-writing activities, though very vital, very important. Students have often habit habit that once they are given topic, they start writing very hurriedly. They even do not think 4 or 5 minutes about the topic. They jump to write. That makes them less effective in their writing. Remember, okay, writing message here. After planning, you write your message. Your real writing start from here. Okay. First of all, here under writing, 2 points are very important. They are adapt your audience. Adapt your audience. Adapt your audience first. Under writing, adapt your audience. What is this adapt? You adapt भने के हो त भाइ बहिनीहरु? And compose your message and adapt your audience. दुईटा कुरा बहुत महत्त्वपूर्ण छ भाइ बहिनीहरु यहाँ. Adapt your audience. Adapt. Adapter. 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 You may have mobile charger adapter. That you push onto the plug. Okay. That adapt and your mobile gets charged. Start getting charged. अनि चार्ज हुन्छ. अड्याप्ट हेर है. तिमीहरूले लेखेको चाहिँ इन्फर्मेसन, तिमीहरूले कलेक्सन गरेको इन्फर्मेसन्स तिमीहरूको चाहिँ अडियन्सले, रिडर्सले अनि स्वीकार गर्नुपर्छ. त्यो स्वीकार कतिखेर गर्छ? राम्रो भाषा छ भने, उनीहरूको निड चाहिँ उनीहरूलाई चाहिएको इन्फर्मेसन्स तिमीले दिन्छौ भने, अनि तिमीहरूको चाहिँ अनि चाहिँ भाषा सभ्य छ भने, अनि विभिन्न कुराहरू छन् त्यो भाषालाई चाहिँ अड्याप्टिबिलिटी बनाउनलाई. Okay, so first thing under writing message is adapt your audience. First step to make your message adaptable is use your attitude. Attitude. You have to write from the perspective of your writers. Sorry, from the perspectives of your readers. You should not write from your perspective. You should not use I and we. They may sound ego. Okay, they are the ego. Ego reflecting pronouns. Instead of them, we can use you. Remember, not only on pronounce, this you attitude is related on the level of meaning also. You write your message from reader's perspective, अतिथि देव भाव perspective. Okay, अनि के त ग्राहक चाहिँ हाम्रा देवता हुन् भन्ने perspective. Are you listening me? You are not listening? अहिले सुन्यो? Are you listening me now? अहिले सुनेर हजुर सुन्यौ? Are you listening me? पानी पर्या भएर होइन होला त्यो त. अनि okay, now use you attitude. Okay, you have to write your message from reader's perspective. Reader को perspective बाट लेख्नु पर्यो. I र we pronounहरू चाहिँ प्रयोग गर्नु भएन हैन. अहिले त के भन्छ भने नि सबै कुरा प्रोडक्ट बनाउँदाखेरि पनि अनि कस्टमरहरूको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट चाहिँ बनाउनु पर्यो. त्यो पनि यु पर्सपेक्टिभ नै हो. अनि के भन्छ भने नि अहिले we don't have to make the product that is sold. Rather we have to make the product that is bought. हैन हो यस्तै पर्सपेक्टिभ. ध्यान देऊ है. यो हामीले चाहिँ आफ्नो इगो आफू ठुलो हुने चाहिँ आफूलाई ठुलो पार्ने किसिमको चाहिँ भाषा हुनु भएन, न प्रनाउन हुनु पर्यो, न मिनिङ हुनु पर्यो, न आशय हुनु पर्यो हैन। अनि चाहिँ अड्याप्ट गर्छन्, अनि चाहिँ अड्याप्ट गर्ने हो अनि अडियन्सले, रिडरले। सेकेन्ड, मेन्टेन गुड एटिकेट थ्रु पोलाइट कम्युनिकेसन। नाउ ब्रदर एन्ड सिस्टर, this is very important, this etiquette, you have to show your good manner in your writing. You have to be very civilized, cultured in your language articulations, language writing. You should not rob, you should not hurt others feeling. Okay, etiquette means courteous. Your language should be courteous. Okay, now use bias free language. Okay, your readers might be from different backgrounds, might be from different gender, culture and so on. So you should use bias free language. There should not be any biasness reflected by your language. Okay, but gender biasness हुनु भएन हैन, जेन्डर बायसनेस हुनु भएन, अनि मेन पावर हुनु भएन, मेनलाई देखाउने ह्युमन रिसोर्स हुनु पर्यो, अनि चेयरम्यान हुनु भएन, चेयर पर्सन हुनु पर्यो हैन, हि सी दुईटै हुनु पर्यो। बायसनेस है, ध्यान देऊ। त्यस्तै बायसनेस कति कुरासँग रिलेटेड छ त? when you write, most often there are 4 types of biasness which repeatedly occur in the mind of writer unconsciously. अनि त्यो बायसनेस जेन्डर बायसनेस, रेशियल बायसनेस, अनि डिसेबल बायसनेस, अनि रिलिजन बायसनेस, यी कुराहरू चाहिँ के त हुनु भएन तिमीहरूको चाहिँ उसमा। बायसनेस फ्री ल्याङ्ग्वेज हुनु पर्यो है। अनि के गर्ने हो? अड्याप्ट गर्ने हो अडियन्सले। इस्टाब्लिश क्रेडिबिलिटी इन द आइज अफ योर अडियन्स। यस, you develop credibility in the eyes of your audience. Yes, your audience must think that you are reliable, you are honest, you are good persons to listen, to read. Okay, project your company's preferred image. You should not sound superior to your company. Yes, you should represent your company's preferred image. You should not say, this is my opinion, this is my ideal, this is my theory, this is my principle. Okay, तिमीले भन्नु भएन त्यो, because you are writing from the from the side of your organizations, on the behalf of your organization. So yes, keep the organization's image in first. Remember, use a conversational but still professional, respectful tone. Remember, use conversational, very communicative language, but professional and respectful tone. Use plain language for clarity. Yes, you should use clear language. You should use clear sentence, clear words, simple words. Okay, then your audience will understand. It means adapt it. Okay, यो adapt गर्छन् अनि यी कुराहरू यादै गर्नुपर्छ है भाइ बहिनीहरू। Now in writing your message, first you adapt your audience. Second, you compose your message. Then you start composing, writing. Now words, you put the words onto your paper. Use strong words that communicate efficiently. When you start writing, when you compose your writing, okay, use strong words. Means words that create vivid, clear, crystal picture in the mind of reader. Okay, you should not use any confusing words, blurring words. Okay, double meaning giving words. Okay, you should use strong words. Okay, pay attention to connotative meaning of your words. Remember, you are writing for for a large group of audience, readers. So you should not use any metaphor. You should not use any symbol. You should say what you want to say directly in connotative language. Words are two types, brother and sister. Words meaning are of two types. One, connotative, and second, denotative. Connotative meanings reflects direct meaning, no indirect meaning. Okay, and denotative meaning means that is hidden meaning. Okay, that you use in the form of metaphor. Okay, that is denotative. You should not use denotative, hidden meaning. You should use connotative meaning. Okay. अनि कुखुरा चल्लालाई मेरो सम्पत्ति नभन, अनि तिम्रो छोरी चाहिँ यसो आँगनमा बुरुक्क बुरुक्क उफ्रिँदै आएपछि चाहिँ मेरो रोज आयो भन्नु भएन, के भन्नु पर्यो, छोरी नै भन्नु पर्यो भन्न खोजे हो. बिजनेस म्यासेज लेख्दाखेरि पनि व्हाट यु वान्ट टु से डाइरेक्टली युज. यु शुड नट युज अदर वर्ड्स द्याट रिप्रेजेन्ट द रियल मिनिङ अफ your word. Avoid cliches and trendy buzzing words. Avoid cliches. क्लिचेसहरूलाई, जार्गनहरूलाई हटाइदिने. ट्रेन्डी बज वर्ड्स, यतासुकै सुन्ने, आजभोलि चाहिँ सुनिएका चाहिँ कुराहरू हुन्छ नि, पुरै सबैले सुनिरहेका कुराहरू. आई नो, यु नो, लाइक, लाइक यसरी इन्टरभ्यू दिन्छ नि, यस्ता वर्ड्सहरू चाहिँ प्रयोग नगर्ने. यो जार्गन्स ओन्ली वेन योर अडियन्स अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड्स इट एन्ड प्रिफर्स इट. अनि जार्गन चाहिँ कुन खाले चाहिँ अडियन्स हुन् त, तिम्रो प्रोफाइलबाट के पाएका छौ त. तिमी टिनेजर्सलाई लेख्यौ भने टिनेजर्ससँग रिलेटेड चाहिँ जार्गन्सहरू प्रयोग गर्न सक्छौ. हे गाइज भन्न सक्छौ हैन. तर इफ यु आर राइटिङ, इफ योर पोसिबल अडियन्स आर फ्रम डाइभर्स फिल्ड, यु शुड नट युज जार्गन्स. ओके, टेक्निकल वर्ड्स. Okay, vary your sentence structure for impact and interest. Brother and sister, there are 4 types of sentence: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, complex compound sentence. Okay, which type of sentence are communicative and understandable? Okay, basically your audience will understand simple sentence. Okay, simple sentence means one independent clause that comprised of subject, verb and object. Okay, that has single meaning, single sentence, no conjunctions, whatever. Hello? Hello? Are you listening me?